All right, I am Hallie. Welcome to my vlog. Today, Adam and I are heading out of town for the weekend. He has a triathlon in Salem, which is like 2.5 hours from Bend. He's done it before, but it was a couple years ago. So we are staying in a hotel. It should have a full like little kitchenette without like cooking supplies, but like a microwave, maybe a little stovetop, full fridge and freezer. Because Adam is racing on Sunday and I'm in prep. We go about it very strategically. We have very clear goals for both of us. Also, we just have preferences on how we want to feel. So honestly, if I wasn't on prep, I'd probably still be going about this very similar. And he would definitely go about this weekend similar. So I'm going to show what we have before I'm putting it all in the bag. So this is my lunch because I just finished working out and getting ready. So I'm gonna bring that in the car. I have some extra just baked potatoes in there, just baby gold potatoes. I grilled up, or I had Adam grill up some extra turkey burgers and lean ground beef, like 96% ground beef. These are 99% this week. So I just have had them prepped. So there's 3 of each, just about 5 ounces of each. So I'm gonna basically use these as my main protein sources for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next couple of days. I have bags of cucumber for snacks. We're just gonna bring our peanut butter, avocado, frozen veggies, oats for the next 2 mornings already weighed out, dark chocolate, my bean powder. This is linked below if you want to try it out. You can save some money. Salt, Element. And this is what I will use over the weekend. Adam has like a whole bunch of them in here. Some stevia just in case. Adam got this little hot plate just in case we need it. We've never actually used one before. Bringing a pan just in case. Cooking spray. I don't actually think I'm gonna need any of this, but Adam will make eggs in the morning. This is Adam's peanut butter, fancy peanut butter. Let's see, this is all Adam's stuff. So Dave's bread, fig bars. This is his like Element liquid carb powder. This is what he'll use during the race. Some peanut butter and jelly packets. And those are a bunch of like sports gels. All of his bottles. I think that covers all that we're bringing. We'll have a grocery bag and our Yeti cooler. So that is quite a lot. So, and then we'll get a few things when we get to Salem at the grocery store. I'll get some yogurt and we'll get some almond milk for coffee. And Adam needs protein for dinner and stuff. But I have said, I'm gonna do my thing. You get what you need and we'll eat together. But we're gonna head out soon. We'll stop at Starbucks to get coffee on the way. And I will keep you updated this weekend.
That's right.
Okay, coffee is secured. I've been getting this blended cold brew with sugar-free vanilla and no milk, but I just brought some almond milk with me. So it's like super foamy and it dies down. And then Adam got just a cold brew. So now we're gonna hit the road, but I'm gonna eat lunch first and then coffee. You ready?
Ready.
We're doing it.
Do you need a picture? Well, I get so
Okay, so Salem, this is our not super glamorous hotel room, but it has a kitchenette, which is nice. So we have like a full fridge, stove top and everything too. The hardest part about the drive, I think, was that I had to pee so bad like a couple different times, but we made it. Now Adam has a short swim to do, just like doing the swim course. And I'm gonna find a gym close by, or I found a gym close by. I'm gonna go to get a little bit more of my cardio done, because I think I've been able to get all of my cardio done so that Sunday, which is race day, I don't have to do any, which has been the goal. But it's been a lot of effort this week. But getting it done, and it's a nice day, so at least we'll be able to like enjoy the evening. We'll still have to go to the store to get some things and then relax. All right, so this is dinner. Adam is actually cooking chicken for him, but I made those beef burgers. So this is a beef burger crumbled up with rainbow cauliflower. So we got some purple cauliflower in there, a bunch of mixed greens, and avocado and salt. So the only thing I got at the store was the cauliflower and the lettuce. Everything else I brought from home. And it's actually like a decent sized meal. It's like, I'd say that's pretty good. Okay, so sorry for the TV in the background. Before I sit down to eat, I just wanted to kind of just explain like how I'm navigating this trip this weekend and bringing like a bunch of food that's already made and everything, and stale and salt and all of that, it's actually not much different from how I would do it in other times not in prep. So I think that's why prep has been feeling so good so far, is that a lot of my life that I like and how I've designed it is already set up in a way that actually makes prep just like one more detail, one more piece to the puzzle, and a little bit less food, a little bit more cardio, and definitely some things that I have to be strategic about hitting and fitting in for the week. But a lot of things aren't that much different from how I live my normal life. So vibing over here, feeling really good, and excited to just relax for the rest of it.
Blue dude, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it?
Good morning. It's Saturday. I drove to the Willamette campus to walk around for the morning, and this is where I went to school. I graduated 11 years ago, so I never come back here, but it's such a beautiful campus, and it's like, I wish it was when students were here because it's so quiet. But this is the bistro. There we go. It's where my sister and I worked to make coffee and cookies and everything. So, oh my gosh, this place is so pretty. Get a good view here. We just did Adam's athlete briefing. We're like at the race course area. So I got to like sit in, which is actually pretty cool because we got to listen to and talk to all of the pros. This is like a giant pro turnout. I think he had 45 men and 25 women, so like 70 pros total, which is crazy. They all get to start a little bit early in the morning, which is nice. They have like kind of like first dibs on everything. But we sat there for a while. He is getting his timing chip right now, and then we have to walk back to the car, drive back to the hotel, and then I will have lunch. So it has been a long morning. It is now 1 p.m. I worked out and had my like electrolytes and creatine after, but have had nothing else, and my food is at the hotel. So it has been a long time. I think I had breakfast around 7 a.m. So your girl is hungry, but making it work, and I'm just excited that all of my cardio is done now, which is so nice. I have been booking it this week to get 250 minutes of cardio complete. So that's all done. My lifting is done. Tomorrow is actually going to be my first full like total rest day, like no cardio or anything that I've had in a while. So it's actually going to feel really good. Like it's probably been this whole prep, so about 9 weeks of like doing something every day. So I'm glad I stacked it that way. And so tomorrow's just going to be walking around, supporting the race, and then we drive home later. So wish me luck today. We got food. I've eaten some already, but have another ground beef burger, artichoke hearts, lettuce, some potatoes, and avocado, all brought from home except for the lettuce I got yesterday. So I'm gonna eat this and finally just chill.
Do you need a picture? Well, I get so.
Hi, good morning. It's race day. We are ready. Adam, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm not racing, so I'm just ready to support. We have all of our stuff pretty much packed. We have been up since 3:45, so it's been almost an hour. Adam had breakfast. I have breakfast with me to eat in a little bit. I'll wait till after he starts. But we have all of our stuff packed because we won't be coming back to the hotel later. So we are ready to go, and it's going to be a very exciting morning. It's kind of a hurry up and wait feeling, but we're about to head out. We're going to drive down to the course and find a parking spot and get him all ready to go. And now we're ready to the start. Okay, I'm hustling back. I just left Adam. He's gonna get to the swim start and warm up a little bit, but there's like 8 minutes or less now until it starts. And I have like about a mile, a little more to get back to the start. But the current is super quick, so they're thinking the swim's gonna be very, very fast, and they're just going like downstream the river. Look how beautiful this is though. So we ran a little bit here. It's cardio I did not factor in to my week, but I'm gonna be able to get back there to see him come out of the swim. Hey, he's on the bike. So the swim, I think it looks really good. I think he did about 20 minutes, which is fast because the current. I think the first guy came out after 17 minutes. I was trying to keep track. The guy that he said is going to be like the lead is trying to like break the record. So he's going to just keep going. But he looks good. He got out on the bike. He's on the bike for a couple hours. So now I'm going to go back to the car, drop this bag off, grab some of my stuff, head to a coffee shop that's close by, get coffee, eat breakfast, and get a little bit of work done probably, like walk around a little bit. So have not had anything besides water and a caffeine gummy. So coffee and breakfast. Because my phone's gonna die soon, but Adam is done. We've been hanging out. Some of his friends came down from Portland, which is nice to see, and he has another friend that he knows that was racing too, so we're just kind of a group that's been really fun to have more support around and cheering and everything. But he has about an hour until he can get his bike, and then we have to get all of our stuff to head back to Ben. It's been a good morning, and it's just fun to have everyone around here. Like the support has always been really, really cool at these races, and so that's like, it just pumps me up. So it's good. It's been a long morning. I've had a lot of water, which has definitely helped, but I'm very hungry too, so hopefully I can get my food soon. I might just break from the group and go grab it, and then I'm very happy to be heading home, but I will probably check back, if not when we get home, then definitely by tomorrow.
Blue moon, been one or two since I ran into you. Do you need a picture? Well, I get so it's hard to take one when your iPhone's full. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make
It is now Monday. I did not record anything else yesterday. After Adam finished his race, he had some friends there. He had some other people he knew racing, so we stayed for a little while. We went back to the car so I could finally eat my food, which was so good. And then we grabbed coffee. We grabbed him some food at Chipotle, and then we hit the road to get home. And it took us about 3 hours to get back. There was a little bit of traffic, but we had been up since 3:45, and we were both getting pretty tired. We got home by 4-ish, unloaded, showered, and I did a little bit of work, and I was feeling super exhausted, so I didn't have it in me to record. But I wanted to kind of go over how Adam's race did. So he raced in the pro field, and he got his pro card last year. So he hasn't done as many pro races since he got his pro card, but you have to do certain races and get certain times and finishes to maintain your pro card every single year. So he raced in a huge pro field. I think there was 42 men that raced, and he got very, very close to the time he wanted to. He is really trying to break a 4-hour half Ironman, and he got just over that. I think it was maybe 4:02. So really close, but really good time. He felt really good on like the swim. It was just super fast with the current. The run also felt really good to him. And the bike was the only issue because his bike gears weren't shifting as much. Like something in the wires were messed up. So he did bring it to the bike shop today, and there was something mechanical going on. So it was out of his control, right? And he had to stop a couple times on the bike, which probably set him back like a few minutes. So with that though, he's really proud of the effort that he did. He has been really focused on dialing in his hydration and fueling throughout the race with his training. So really trying to get as many carbs as possible every hour. And I think he's pushing like 90 grams of carbs per hour at this point, which is crazy. I think he hit 6,000 calories total yesterday, which is just really funny. While I'm in prep, he's like eating all this food, and I'm very used to it. I think it's actually really fascinating because he is such a performance focus. He also has noticed that just running in general feels so much better on his body when he weighs less, so when he's a little bit lighter, but he doesn't ever like strategically cut calories or anything. So because he wants to support performance, and he does not handle hunger very well. So he has been a little bit lighter, like a few pounds lighter, and that did make a difference with the run. So he feels really good with that. So what that does mean though is that his time did not get him to the qualification to keep his pro card, so it didn't actually matter his placing in the pro field, but there's also age group categories. They go like 5-year chunks, and he needed to be in the top 3 of the men in the age group categories of like men overall. It's a little bit confusing, but so his time put him at like 4th, I think. So he was like just missed it. But he knew it was going to be a really competitive race. So he had already been looking at other races this year. So he is planning on doing one the 3rd week of September in Georgia. And I think his mom might go with him. It's the week before my first show, so I will not go with him, which for both of us, that's really weird because I've been at pretty much every race that he's done except for 2 of them since we met. So, I went to one the first summer we dated, but like I didn't really know him that well, so I didn't go to his races. But after that, I've been like all of them. So I've like really dialed in how to support him and like make sure he's good and all that. So it's gonna be a little weird, but he's planning to do that one. So race weekend is over. It went really well. It was so nice having just like all of my food with me and just keeping it simple and just eating the same things for those couple of days because I didn't have to think about it. I was able to put things into my food logs on, I think, Thursday last week for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because I knew exactly what I was eating. So it was like copy, paste, done. So I didn't even have to think about it really. I did go some stretches without food of like a little bit longer between meals in some of the meals, which was just hard because I just get hungry. But then you eat and you're fine. Driving for 3 hours, just only a couple places to stop, was difficult with how much water I'm drinking. So that was a good test. But otherwise it went really well. And I never question like my own discipline or like strategies. Like I know I was sticking to my plan all weekend. I got in all my cardio, everything, but not taking my weight for a couple of days is always weird when I know I'm going to weigh myself the next day of like, I don't know what it's going to be. Like I have nothing to go off of from the last couple of days. But it's not from the fear of like, did I ruin anything or like backtrack? It's more just like, I have no idea what the number is going to be. I did do pictures and measurements over the weekend because I checked in with my coach for today. So I did those. I saw my waist measurement come down a little bit more, which is really cool to see. And then this morning I hit a new low. So that's really exciting. I checked in with my coach, heard back from her today. We are 9 weeks out today, which is very exciting. And now we're in like the single digits, which is crazy. And food is staying the same. Cardio is kind of staying the same. I'll get to that in a second. But both my coach and I are very, very happy with how things are looking. and I'm definitely going to be ready early. I'm feeling really good biofeedback wise. You know, the little bit of hunger or like slight feelings of fatigue sometimes during the day, like mid-afternoon. I noticed that, but it's like not that bad. So I'm just super stoked, and it's off to a good start today. Cardio, let's talk about that this week. So the biggest change this week is that on Saturday, my sister and I, and maybe Adam, he's going to see how he's feeling, we're going to hike a mountain here. It's called South Sister, and we've done it many times. We try to do it once every summer. It is a big one though. It is 13 miles total, 5,000 feet of elevation gain, and different terrains and everything. It will probably take us, we do run a little bit of it coming down, and there's some like kind of flat little rolling hills that we run, but it will take us probably between 5.5 and 6 hours. We've done it in less than that before. Last year, I think my sister and I did it in 5:17, but you know, her and I are both in a cut right now, and so we might go a little bit slower, but we'll see. We're pretty fast hikers, so I'm thinking between 5.5 and 6. That's gonna be so much cardio this week. So I'm gonna keep some light cardio during these days because I'm used to that after my workouts now, and just essentially bank a huge amount of cardio. And I went over with my coach Kate around the hike this weekend because this is like the last big push for my summer activities, and she's totally game for it. I know that I will lighten things up after this, and I also know that as prep continues, it's going to get more and more challenging to do things like this. So like if the time to do it is ever like ideal, it's now. So we're going a little bit more carbs both Friday and Saturday. So Saturday is the hike. I will try to push additional carbs that day or on Friday for the evening. So I'm adding in a bunch of carbs in the later part of the day, Friday, go into Saturday more filled up with some additional carbs and glycogen, and then keep the carbs high, especially that morning. So we'll wake up early, have breakfast, hit the road to get to the hike, which is like half an hour away. And then we'll start the hike. We'll bring food with us, but I can bring some additional carbs. So probably make a couple like easy sandwiches and everything. Bring a lot of water and electrolytes and stuff with us too. So I will, that'll probably be the next video, is recording that and how that's going and the refeeds and everything too. But so happy with how progress is, and just going into this week, I'm feeling really excited. So definitely new territory. I've never been this light, like body weight wise. I'm starting to feel like smaller, and I even told my coach this week, I'm like, I know this isn't anything that we need to address now. It's like, it doesn't matter in this prep, but I'm excited for after this to be able to focus on building some more muscle and seeing more of that like shape to my body, because I'm definitely just feeling like I'm getting smaller. And it's like exciting, but also knowing like, okay, this is the first year I'm competing. So the goal after this, as I continue, is to not have my weight come as low, because I'll have more muscle on my frame. And that hopefully will mean not having calories come as low either. So it's just like a cool process to look like for in the future. So I'm very excited for what this week will bring into Hike South Sister. I'm gonna wrap the video here, and I appreciate if you like the video, if you subscribe, and any feedback that you have as well, and keep following along.